tell I'm a little nervous. This is a test of a new setup here. So please let me know in the comments, or just, with the like button, if you appreciate this new setup, if you like this new setup, or if you prefer the older setup where you can actually see the cards a little bit better. I still intend to do my TikTok 72, wherein I just do like a summary of each day. And I think for that, the format would work best if I do a close-up of the cards. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, and then, as always, these playing cards will be used for something to look out for the day, just maybe an event or something like that. All right, Spirit, so please show me Next 72, Next 72. This is going to be for fire signs. We'll start with fire signs. Next 72, day 1, day 2, day 3. Spirit, please. What are some messages? Next 72, fire signs. Day, tone of the day. Oracle is some advice, some guidance, some advice in your mind for beloveds. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, fire signs. Aries, Leo to Sagittarius. Next 72. Day 1, day 2, day 3. Thank you so much. All right, next 72. Something to look out for. Forgive me, everyone. I normally do this. Well, previously, I've done this off camera, and I might still cut it out. We'll just see how I feel in the replay. I'm just settling in to the energy prior to seeing the cards. Just getting a general notion of what's gonna, what the vibe might be. So forgive me. I'm sensing definitely an intense energy. Like my heart is kind of pounding a little, and I know that partially that's due to me, just my own feelings about my new, like the change, right? But I also definitely feel like there's some intensity here that we're going to uncover. We'll see what that intensity is regarding what's making your heart pound so much. Okay. All right. Let's jump right into it. All right, we have simplify your life. Simplify your life. I know you can't really see this, but eliminate clutter from your home and work life to balance the flow of activities. So with this card right here, what I'm sensing is, do you see how carefree this figure is? We see the rainbow pouring down, and it seems like it's coming straight from just, you know, kind of like her solar plexus area, further confirmed by just her glowing golden locks here is the color of the solar plexus. And again, my eye keeps being drawn to this, the same hue on this butterfly. This particular card, the more you look at it, the more you see figures pop out in here. And to me, but again, if you can see, look at her, how her face is pointing upwards towards the rainbow. She's completely unbothered by all this noise and distraction around. All these people may be looking, right? They're being nosy, but this person, this individual, they're keeping their eyes on the prize, so to speak. Eliminate clutter from your home and work life to balance the flow of activity. So basically, absolutely, they're just saying eliminate that white noise, you know, all of that. Oh, wow, okay, so we have the Fool and the Knight of Swords. Fool and Knight of Swords, this is the general tone of the day, okay? Knight of Swords, this is like rushing, you know, this kind of steadfast energy. I'm all like, that is, we're already into that heart-pounding energy. This bird right here, this bird is not a hummingbird. It looks like a robin to me. And then we have this nice like golden finch over here. These are actually some birds that come up in my backyard. But the way, the posture of this bird is the same as a hummingbird. I love ravens, but I also love hummingbirds. I have attachment to them as well. And so this bird is like that. And if we know, like the hummingbird, their heart beats, you know, so fast per minute. I don't know the exact number. I don't want to say the wrong thing, but you know that they're famous for that. Like they just keep going, and that's what enables them to fly and hover the way that they do. It's very special. But you can even tell right here this rushing energy. The bird is swooshing and flying. The horse is like running really, really fast. Like this card is kind of universally a swift, fast-moving, high-paced, high-energy, enthusiastic kind of card. It is kind of funny though too how this the golden bird is the only one that's not moving here. And we were just talking about the golden hues, that solar plexus engagement, that solar plexus chakra engagement. It's like, be still my heart almost, you know, like it's right here in your gut, like knowing in your gut, confidence in your gut, moving forward, right? Physically you're moving forward, your gut is still because it's confident, and further confirmed by this Fool, the Fool card, right? Adventure, being open to the future, acknowledging your ignorance, but also acknowledging the how romantic that ignorance can be when you feel confident in yourself, like you have all your tools. I want to draw your attention to this. It's not a feather, it's actually like a leaf. If we can imagine the motif, the recurring motif in the tarot of, you know, the leaves for the wreath. Hey, I said out. Get back out. Good girl, staying out. Sorry about that. But this is like your first leaf, you know, like you're not starting with nothing, right? That would be really foolish behavior, and that kind of like the inverse of this card, but this one is the true, you know, that kind of young, youthful, sorry for the redundancy, but you know, that youthful, adventurous energy, right? This is you taking a leap of faith. That's beautiful. All right, we have the Jack of Diamonds, the Two of Hearts, and the Queen of Hearts. Okay, so the Jack of Diamonds card, how do I put this? You need to look out for some bad relationship advice from an immature friend. maybe there is a gentler way, a more diplomatic way to put this, but so the Jack of Diamonds is like someone who is maybe, they prioritize the flash, they prioritize career, you know, they prioritize getting that bag over, you know, securing the heart and securing the hearth. And there's nothing really wrong with that. I just generally, I kind of feel like this is like that youthful energy of like a lot of, you know, modern entrepreneurial masculines have, right? Where they're just kind of like, I'm not ready to settle down, you know, like I don't know when I'll be ready, but what I do know is that I need to secure a foundation for my future, whatever that may be. And that's respectable, absolutely. But this is someone that doesn't have their priority on a relationship. They don't have that priority. So, you know, that's just, how are they going to give you, you know, emotionally stable Queen of Hearts, you know, advice? Like, how are they going to give you loving advice, good advice on your relationship if that's not even what their priorities are right now, you know? And there's nothing wrong with that. Like, they probably mean well, but it's just, I mean, you got to use your discernment always. And it may even be, honestly, that this person could be a little bit jealous of your situation because they, again, like they don't know when they're going to be ready to be in this place. And so they just kind of can't really wrap their head around it. But they're kind of like, man, it would be nice to have like, that would be nice maybe someday. I just kind of don't know when. They just don't really want to, they don't want things to change, you know, like they're like one of your bros, they really enjoy your company. And so they're like, oh man, if like, I'm not ready, but I'm about to lose my friend, you know, as they're going to get that ball and chain on them, you know, like they're going to be less available to me. And I'm, you know, I'm either going to have to find a new friend, which, you know, everybody knows how hard that can be to find a new close friend. At least it is for me. Maybe you guys are just like super social butterflies, but to find a new close friend, or to face themselves and try and grow up, because if it's like maybe you guys are at that point in your life where like it's like your friends are dropping off, like everybody's kind of settling down, then it's like, oh dang it, now it's going to be my turn, like how am I going to do this because I feel like I'm not ready. That could be just them internalizing this, you know, or it could even just be like they really enjoy your company specifically and they're going to miss losing you, or a combination of all of the above. But basically it's like you have to use your discernment on this. Trust your gut. If you want to go for this opportunity, keep your eye on that rainbow prize. Again, like I'm really feeling the rainbow motif, and that just is reminding me, I'm flashing in the 10 of Cups rainbow, that like happily ever after, super happy family wish fulfillment card. If that's what you want, if that's where you are, but you have to think for yourself, you know, like this person may not be in that mindset. And so if you are feeling like you trust your gut on this, you have that calm golden bird, but everything else in your body, your mind, your antsy in your flesh, like everything is saying go for it with the Fool, then I mean, it seems like you already know the answer, so why are you still asking for advice? You're just looking for the confirmation. Do you really think this person is going to give you that answer that you're looking for? You know, they're going to be like the rom-com, like, yeah, man, go, like, you know, go run to that airport. You know, they're probably going to be like, are you sure you want to be, are you sure you want to be tied down? You know, like, just because they're not ready. Anyway. Oh, day 2, we have blessed change. A major life change brings you great blessings. Okay, so I love this card because it's like, look how You can't really see, but she's just like super smiley, like pearly white on her teeth, and she's upside down. She's like, she is totally in that energy where she acknowledges that changes bring evolution, right? Sometimes you gotta burn it all down. You gotta burn all of it to the soil, and then you'll see the, you know, what survives, like the just the top, the cream of the crop that sprouts back up. That, I mean, I'm from the Midwest, you know, so I kind of sometimes think, and I also am like, I'm earthy, right? I love plants, and so I really think of in terms of like the farm sometimes. But it's like, if there's something wrong, right, with everything around, simplify it. Sometimes you gotta simplify it, burn it all to the ground, start back next season, you know? You know? Like, sometimes you gotta cull the herd. I mean, that's life. Blessed change. Yeah. Yeah, it really feels like you are gonna trust your gut on this. You're probably gonna see that this person, even if they mean well, they're just kind of not in the right headspace to give you good advice on this. It doesn't mean you can't completely discount their advice. There might be some kernels of truth in it. If they really do care for you, there might be some actual love in there. But I feel like you're going to know what rings true and what doesn't ring true. All right, tone of day 2. Ooh. Ooh. So we got some heavy wands energy. No surprise here, we're doing a fire sign reading. This is your energy all the way, okay? 5 of Wands, the battle. 6 of Wands, the victory. Okay, you might have to defend your decision on this day, but I got good news for you, fire signs. Do you see the blaze? The blaze around the victor here, okay? Everybody, they have no choice but to give you your flowers. You have receipts. You came prepared for this. You definitely were thinking about this move. You were thinking about this blessed change. You probably were anticipating this battle, and it may. I'm not really feeling like it's like a physical battle. Maybe for some of you it is, but I'm really feeling it's kind of like it's an argument, or, you know, a confrontation about something. But look who's up top. Who's that? Right? It's you. All right, something to look out for. Maybe this is going to relate to that. Okay, so a tough decision. This is like my 9 of Swords card, so anxiety. And then we have the immature, dark-haired person, the individual. I think this is you having a sudden shift in the day. It's going to be during this argument, or this confrontation, this presentation, this debate, this conflict. There's going to be a moment where you're standing there, or sitting there, or what have you. You're going to be in your position. It's going to be your turn to assert use your throat chakra, because my eye is drawn to the heavy blue energy here. It's a totally blue background here, and it's also blue. It kind of looks like, because, I mean, maybe because it's the same suit as well, but it definitely is like the same place, right? The same blue background, blue, the throat chakra, you using your voice. And then with the white is also kind of like, that's the higher self inclusion. That's you and your intuition. Your intuition coming through during this moment when it's your turn to respond, and you're going to come up with just that epiphany, right? The thing that's going to shut it down. What I feel like too with this is you deciding to speak up. This is you deciding to speak up. You're having that moment where you're like, I need to say what's on my mind. I need to say it, right? And things aren't going to be the same after that. But you already know, right? You've already faced that anxiety. At that moment, you've already faced the anxiety where you're like, things may not be the same after I set my throat free, right? Both these cards are blue as well. After I set those words free, things may not be the same. That's the anxiety part. But you're going to say, F it. That's the decision. That's the tough decision. This person is a young person, an immature kind of energy here. This might be like that moment that changes, that makes the shift, a level up of maturity. You can't keep living your life thinking about what other people think, you know? There's over 7 billion opinions out there, and the only one that matters is yours. So, what are you gonna do? Alright. Ooh, another blue card. Day 3 is called Ready, Set, Go. Ready, Set, Go! Alright. So there's a mermaid riding a killer whale here. Okay? There's a mermaid, and she's over here. You can't really see her face because it's actually really small in the card anyway. I'd have to zoom way in, but she's like, she's drenched from this ride already. And the orca whale is diving into the water again. She's about to get another full-on face full of water. But, you know, she's actually smiling through this. Her hair's plastered back. She's wet. But she's actually like, yeah, you know, she's ready. There's a lot of beautiful color in the card too. It kind of seems like you get the energy of like early afternoon, like a really pleasant day out on the lake, you know? This is a happy, let's go for it. It's a happy, full energy type card. It says now is the perfect moment to dive in and embrace your heart's desire. I mean, can it get any clearer from that, Spirit? Thank you so much for that clear communication. And then here, okay, so tone of the day, we have the Justice in reverse, and then we have the 9 of Swords in reverse, right? The 9 of Swords energy, again, this anxiety. So this Justice in reverse is your decision that you also made, right, during your epiphany. This is you wanting to give justice to a situation, right? This is like justice will be served. This is like I'm feeling with the inverse energy, the layer of the energy, is that this is you feeling like, you know, you have earned the authority, you're feeling confident in yourself, you're going to, you know, like ride this wave of victory, ride this momentum, right? And give justice, bring justice to a situation. 9 of Swords in reverse, okay? Coming off of yesterday, this is you saying F it to the anxiety. It's like, it's not really there anymore. It's a non-issue. I mean, yeah, you might have like butterflies in your stomach for the situation at hand, because if you're going to exert some authority, how could you not, right? Feel something that's like you are walking towards a situation where it's likely to have conflict or resistance, or you might need to, you know, have a big voice in a situation. It's not going to be like just calm, smooth. It's like you have to be ready and willing to stand up, right? To put your foot down, to draw a line, in order to bring justice to a situation. Because, I mean, there's got to be injustice to bring justice. So maybe yesterday or the day before, you might have had a lot more, or you might have been subject to more of the anxiety that you felt, right? But it's a different story today, right? Now that anxiety, because no one changes overnight, it might still exist physically, right, in the vessel, in the form of butterflies, or like second guessing, or just like maybe a little bit of that. But it's like, you know, at the end of the day, you're ready. Like, you're doing it. Ready, set, go. Spirit's giving you the full, you know, checker flag. You know, you got the green light. And I'm really feeling like you're rising into that power as well. We have a lot of this kind of like swords energy here. Oh, but we finish it off with the 5 of Hearts, which is really, really pleasant. Okay. So, a moment to look out for this day. I also do want to acknowledge too some, like, we do have 2, 2, and 5, 5 here. So that might be of significance to you. Looking up those numbers, 2, 2, 5, 5, or 2, 2, and 5, 5. This decision, this bold step into the future, is not going to be completely easy. And I think I'm not really shedding too much light, like you already know this, you know. But with these cards together in this configuration, it's really telling the story of, you might have to deal with some harsh truths, some realities about some toxic behaviors. I won't say toxic people, I mean just toxic behaviors, because everybody's on their own journey. But you might have to acknowledge some tough truths about some of that negativity in your life. I'm just really kind of sensing like it doesn't have to be this way, you know? Sorry, I'm feeling like, excuse me, it doesn't have to be this way. That's really like what's coming through, is it doesn't have to be this way. But it won't be that way for long. If I can give you some encouragement there. I'll be back at you with the Next 72 in a few days. On Sundays is usually when I want to do it, but the 5 of Spades is kind of like, this is the one that's giving me hope that it won't be forever, you know? It will be tough at first, but it won't be forever. And ultimately, to round it out, we do have the 5 of Hearts, 5 of Spades, 5 of Hearts. This energy is really like, it's really like an intense kind of many-layered, complex energy. But the 5 of Hearts is like balance, having balance between your work life and your home life. There's room for improvement, but it does show an upswing. It does show things like starting to kind of smooth out a little bit, going off of, it's on day 3, but I kind of feel like it'd be more like 4.5 days, but you know, we'll see what that energy's like when we do the next one. Okay, I definitely feel like my vibe was a little bit different this time, but you know, it's just because the setup's kind of different and just kind of getting used to it. So please let me know if this helped you, if you like this one, if you want me to go back to the old setup. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.